Hey, it's Mike. How are you? We are going to be talking about advertisements this week, which are part of the persuasive genre. After this week, we're going to be moving on into research papers, so get ready. In the meantime, though, advertisements, the purpose of which is to publicize information on what's being offered and to differentiate between their products and others. Often there's very little difference between two specific products, Coke and Pepsi being an example. So the purpose of advertising is to help uh, accentuate those differences, to help emphasize whatever the difference is. Audience is very specific, right? There's a target market for every product. Products aren't just put out there without an audience in mind, right? Sometimes the audience is focused on through advertising, right? So we're looking at specific groups of people that are being targeted, and there's a market that's being targeted as well. You see all three rhetorical appeals in advertisements. Anytime a celebrity adds his or her name to a product, that's ethos, right? When we see facts and statistics about a product, that's logos, and the appeal to the emotion, of course, is pathos. And you can see this in if you watch any televised sports show, if you watch any sort of award show, you're going to see all of these in advertisements. Different modes in media, right? There's digital ads are increasingly a thing. If you have Roku, then you might have noticed that all the ads on there between like in the commercial breaks are like 15 seconds, so those are different than television ads, which are generally sold in 30-second increments. There's print ads, there's radio ads. Sometimes your digital ads are static, meaning that they just sit there. Sometimes they're animated, which clogs up your browser. And sometimes there's sound as well. Certainly headlines are an element of the print genre. Sometimes you see those in televised advertisements as well, or digital ads. There's visuals. Generally there's copy, which is put in there to persuade you. We get slogans a lot of the times, and you see like a signature, whether it's a brand or whether it's the celebrity that's signing off on whatever the particular product is. These are some elements of the genre that we see. Stylistically, brief and directive tends to be the way. We're not getting half an hour commercials anymore. It used to be that after like 1 a.m, you could do the infomercial for half an hour. But those are increasingly a thing of the past because I think advertisers are assuming that your attention span isn't that long. Details tend to be kept to a minimum, and the voice and the tone vary. Sometimes like it wouldn't be appropriate for a company to have like sort of a jolly funeral home ad, right? Sometimes products are dealt with seriously or less seriously. The design often includes a visual of the product. Sometimes there's additional imagery that's trying to help build pathos. The example that the textbook gives is that for depression commercials, we see a sad person become a less sad person over the course of the ad. Often there's very bright colors. We got logos for the product, and it's interesting to look at layout. It's interesting to look at the way that these ads are shot, whether the camera's up close or pulled back, things like this. It's funny to think about sources for ads, but all ads are targeting that specific market audience, and there is market research done as well. Companies aren't flying blind because they're wasting money if they do that, so they do research ahead of time, and that research is going to help them focus more effectively on specific groups and provide the correct information to persuade viewers. Just a couple common arguments of advertisers from Consuming Passions by Ellen Moore Catalano and Nina Sonnenberg. There's the wills and the won'ts that I want to talk to you about. If you use this product, here's your list. Generally, ads are going to hit on one of these 9 things. Or alternately, there's the flip side. If you don't use the product, you'll face social isolation, career failure, failing health, or even death. So there you go, advertisements. Thanks for checking out this video. All right.